right now, live at 5.
We want every place in the United States prepared.
The White House's original 15-day social distancing guidelines have now been extended. How long it will last? Coming up.
And from Ashland to Cloquet, businesses are stepping up to help others as COVID-19 continues to spread. We'll show you how.
Coming up, how a Duluth business is hoping to boost the immunity and mood of those in the front lines of COVID-19.
Plus, businesses taking a blow. We take a look at how new shops are weathering the storm.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Welcome to CBS3's Live at 5. This is a live look at Duluth City Hall, where Mayor Emily Larson met with U.S. Senator Amy Klobuchar via conference call today to discuss local efforts against the COVID-19 virus. Good evening. I'm Kristen Baki.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. St. Louis County leaders are calling on U.S. Senator Amy Klobuchar for help. The senator held a conference call with Duluth's hospital leaders, the city's mayor, and business leaders, hoping to learn what they need most right now. CBS3's John Cardinelli was on that phone call. He joins us from outside Essentia in downtown Duluth, where hospitals are asking for one thing in particular. John.
Kristen, Tony, Essentia and St. Luke's leaders say that PPE, personal protective equipment, is low. That includes things such as face masks, gloves, and ventilators, all of which are in dire need during this time. Health leaders in the Northland say that they expect the coronavirus pandemic to peak later in our region, as it seems that we are behind the curve compared to areas like the Twin Cities. They say it causes supply concerns because if the Northland does peak later, essential supplies such as ventilators may not be readily available. The hospital leaders added that around 20% of the county is 65 and older, and these supplies are essential for them during this pandemic. Finances are another concern for local health officials.
But as this goes forward to 3, 4, 5, and 6 months, the financial challenges of even paying our staff, not just for Essentia Health or for St. Luke's, but for the Fairviews, the Alinas, and the health partners, will become a real challenge.
Availability of test kits was also mentioned as a concern. And with the stimulus package passed last week on a national level, local businesses were also involved with that conference call this afternoon with Senator Klobuchar. And coming up tonight at 10, we'll hear from the business side of things what they're asking of the senator.
Yeah, they certainly are asking for quite a bit, as this has been very taxing for them. We look forward to that. CBS3's John Cardinelli live for us in the medical district tonight. Thanks, John.
Itasca County officials say their hospital leaders are preparing their staff and facilities for COVID-19 patients. This comes after the state reported Itasca County's first confirmed coronavirus case on Sunday. They say the patient is in their 60s, but did not share how they're doing or how they contracted the virus. Itasca County's hospitals are converting rooms to help care for more patients. They've also created separate waiting rooms for those showing symptoms and those who are not.
We are prepared to accommodate patients that present to our hospital with this disease, and we've implemented many of the same changes to our operations as the other healthcare entities, including limited entrances, screening visitors, implementing curbside pharmacy pickup, canceling elective surgeries, and rescheduling outpatient appointments.
Itasca County has implemented a hotline for anyone with questions about the county's response. That phone number is on our website.
Minnesota state leaders are getting closer to sharing exactly where they could find extra space for hospital beds. During the state's daily press conference today, health officials announced the National Guard is flying around the state by helicopter, trying to identify facilities that could be turned into makeshift hospitals. State officials are hoping to add 2,700 more beds in the metro area and 1,700 more in greater Minnesota. State leaders did not comment on exactly what facilities they're looking at today, but St. Louis County spokespeople say the state is looking at places that could serve our entire region. State officials say it's possible that space could be needed soon.
We know that there are more cases in Minnesota and that the virus is circulating widely in our state, and that we should assume it is circulating in all communities and act accordingly to.
Also during today's press conference, Minnesota's governor thanked residents for abiding by his stay-at-home order, which went into effect over the weekend. He cited numbers showing traffic is down 79% in the Twin Cities area and about 71% outside the metro area. Meanwhile, Wisconsin's governor announced a new public-private partnership to increase COVID-19 lab testing in the state. The new partnership now includes laboratory support from 4 other places. Governor Tony Evers says the organizations, along with the Wisconsin Clinical Lab Network, will now share knowledge, resources, and technology to bolster the state's testing capacity. Right now, the Wisconsin Clinical Lab Network is creating as many as 2,000 tests per day. Soon, that could be doubled and then some as more supplies become available.
The president and vice president held a conference call with the nation's governors earlier as the federal government continues to work with states to respond to the coronavirus pandemic. President Trump walked back his stated goal of reopening the country by Easter on the advice of his task force team. Skylar Henry reports from the White House.
President Trump has approved federal funding for National Guard troops dealing with the coronavirus crisis in 3 more states, Connecticut, Illinois, and Michigan. It comes one day after extending social distancing guidelines through April 30th. In an interview with Fox News Channel, the president said his top health experts cautioned against pulling the guidelines too soon.
The worst that could happen is you do it too early and all of a sudden it comes back. That makes it more difficult.
The president's top health experts are warning against ignoring those guidelines, predicting the death toll could climb to hundreds of thousands in the U.S.
We have to really tell the American people that they have to do more, to stay inside, to wash their hands, to social distance, and to assume that other people are infected even if they look asymptomatic.
Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin says small business loans will be available Friday, 1 week after President Trump signed the massive economic stimulus Phase 3 bill into law. President Trump proclaimed March 30th National Doctors Day, praising the doctors and medical professionals on the front lines of battling the coronavirus. The president says he's considering ways of giving healthcare professionals hazard pay or bonuses, something some House Democrats would also like to see in a Phase 4 stimulus bill.
We're looking at that as either an amendment or something.
General Motors released these photographs of their efforts to make ventilators and face masks after the president invoked the Defense Production Act to compel the company to make more. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
The Treasury Secretary says guidelines for how to apply for the small business loans will be released later today.
Here's a quick look at the current COVID cases in the region. Michigan currently has more than 6,500 cases with nearly 200 deaths. In Wisconsin, there are about 1,200 cases with 17 total deaths. Minnesota has nearly 600 cases with 10 deaths. If you have questions regarding COVID-19 symptoms and testing, here's a list of numbers you can call. You can also find these numbers on our website, CBS3Duluth.com. Just click the coronavirus tab. All right, let's check in with Dave for a quick look at the weather. Dave, kind of a dreary, wet weekend, but what a payoff we have today.
Yeah, a couple inches of snow fell indeed by Sunday morning, more towards the lake, less for inland areas. At 6 o'clock, we'll show you a chart of who got what, but here's what we're getting right now on the St. Louis River near Carlton. It's a gorgeous picture thanks to high pressure that's taken over the region and chased away the low pressure system that brought the clouds over the weekend. So we're looking at sunshine to stick around here during the daylight hours, of course, through Tuesday. But once we get towards Wednesday, the high will migrate, push farther to the south, and that new low pressure system from the west will come to call and bring back a chance for rain snow mixes beginning again already by Wednesday. But let's focus on the positive and eye up how gorgeous Tuesday's probably going to be. Out the door in the morning, partly cloudy sky, low temp 23 degrees. Lunchtime, still clear to partly cloudy, high near or current temp then near 35 degrees. Low 40s will be achieved inland when you come back home. Sunshine will linger. Tomorrow should be even warmer inland, so cooler by the lake is returning. That's got to be a sign of spring. But with more mixes on the docket for midweek, we might start to question that theory. I'll show you the latest theories on all of this coming up in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, from a creative way to help the community in Cloquet to assisting first responders in Ashland, we're taking you around the Northland, city by city.
And tonight at 6 right here on CBS3, a new concept created by a Northland equipment designer is helping healthcare workers on the front line of the coronavirus outbreak. We'll show you what it is and how it works tonight at 6.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS3.
Looking for a new garage? Maybe a home or cabin shell? Call Economy Garages to make your visions a reality. With over 40 years experience and over 9,000 buildings built for your friends and neighbors, you can trust us to get the job done right.
Call Economy Garages when you want it done right.
My name is Dan Metcalf. I'm a general surgeon and a colorectal surgeon at Memorial Medical Center. I bring a new set of skills to Ashland, and some of what Ashland would allow me is a culture that is very patient-centered. That's a really important part of surgery or medicine in general, is really getting to know the people that you're taking care of. I get the joy of seeing patients every day and taking care of people every day and learning about their lives as well as fixing them.
Add safety and security to your home with help from Menards. This Halo integrated LED dual-head motion-sensing outdoor wall light is battery-powered and easy to install, so no wiring is needed. Just $39.99. Update your home with new vinyl siding. Timbercrest premium double 4-inch siding is 15% thicker than standard vinyl siding and has a natural wood grain appearance. Only $6.58 per piece. Now, during Menards Spring Savings Sale.
Save big money at Menards.
I'm Jim from Jim Peralt Construction, a certified TAMCO contractor. What does that mean for you? TAMCO's full line of roofing and decking products allow me to offer the best options to homeowners. The average contractor can only offer 10 years. At Peralt Construction, we provide a full coverage 15-year labor and material warranty on residential and commercial buildings. Nobody can offer a better warranty than this. Give us a call today to find out what Jim Peralt Construction and TAMCO can do for you.
In the Army National Guard, family means everything.
Our parents, they were really supportive that all 5 of us would join.
Serving part-time in the Army National Guard instills pride that you and your family will share. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service.
I don't like bullies, and I don't like you.
Star Trek Voyager.
Find heroes and icons only on My 9.
Let's take a live look over Lake Superior where, man, what a gorgeous day today. We're now going to venture out and see what's happening in the rest of the Northland. From a food train in Cloquet to a generous donation of personal protective equipment in Ashland, we take you around the Northland, city by city. Starting off on the Iron Range, where a date has been set to vote on the consolidation of 2 school districts. The Eveleth-Gilbert and Virginia school consolidation will be decided by voters on May 12th. That's according to Virginia's superintendent, who says they were notified that the state approved of the consolidation just last Thursday, and early voting got underway the following Friday. If the vote passes in both districts on May 12th, then the 2 schools will consolidate starting July 1st. Now let's head to Cloquet, where a local business owner has found a creative way to enlist the help of the community during the COVID-19 pandemic. Lenny Conklin has partnered with John Lind of B&B Market to start a community food chain. Cloquet residents are stopping into B&B Market to make donations of food, gift cards, and other goods for those who need it most. Conklin says he wants to keep the food train going until May. If you would like to donate, you can do so in person or by phone by dialing the number on your screen. Businesses in Wisconsin are also doing their part during the pandemic. Staff at WITC in Ashland have stepped up by donating all of their unused personal protective gear to local first responders. The gear is normally reserved for nursing and medical students who are currently studying remotely. Staff at the school say the decision to donate the unused gear was an easy one to make. And finally, in Barron County, lunch service continues for students who are studying from home. Bus drivers with the district delivered more than 190 lunches and breakfasts to hungry students who use the school's breakfast and lunch program. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it could be featured as we go around the Northland city by city.
Still to come on Live at 5, a local business is stepping up to make sure our healthcare workers keep their immune systems functioning at a high level. Details coming up.
And here's a Live at 5 look at what's going on in the Ashland area. Chequamegon Bay still has a fair amount of ice on it. Will that thin out any this week? I'll show you the temperature trends for the week coming up after this break.
Charge your phasers for Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Find heroes and icons only on My 9.
Every second, 127 new devices connect to the internet.
You can feel it happening. Our digital world expanding with every breath. We're entering a whole new era of connectivity, and MediaCom will be ready to power it with one of the nation's first 10G platforms. We'll be bringing you more speed, more capacity, more security, and the power to do more than you ever dreamed possible.
Do you have a loved one that needs a little extra help? Do they want to be in the comfort of their own home instead of an unfamiliar place? Let the Dove Home Health professionals be that caring and professional support. With a number of services such as skilled in-home nursing, physical and occupational therapy, pain management, and other specialties, we strive to keep our clients safe while promoting their independence. Let the Dove Home Health professionals help your loved ones stay at home.
Yamaha and Arctic Cat snowmobile sale happening now at RJ Sport & Cycle.
Duke is a man of few words and many songs.
Let freedom ring. Gone country. Going down till the sun comes up.
It's 102.5 Duke.
CBS3 Weather is brought to you by Jim Peralt. Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Our weekend storm system did bring a few inches of snow to a few towns, and at 6 o'clock I'll show you a chart of who did get what. But now today higher pressure has taken over, and this is what we got if you put your eyes up towards the sky. It's a halo, courtesy of Rhonda Sievers, our dear friend who's always got her eye on the sky. I'm usually looking at my feet because I'll trip if I don't. But she got this beautiful picture of a halo, which is a sign that there are ice crystals way up aloft and making the sunlight go into that 22-degree arc all around the sun. That's also a sign that there's already a new warm front coming our way, a warm front attached to a low pressure system, which will slowly and steadily lower and thicken the clouds and bring us back a chance for a rain-snow mix, probably by Wednesday. But from now until then, it should be fair and calm. Right now at the airport in Duluth, it's 41 degrees, warmer inland. Relative humidity is kind of low at 47%. Easterly winds running 10 miles per hour, and the air pressure's on the high side at 30.31 inches of mercury. Current temps, yeah, cooler by the lake, only 36 in Ironwood, 40 Ashland, but 50 in Solon Springs, 38 in Superior, but 46 towards Moose Lake, 37 on Park Point, but 52 degrees in Ely and in Hibbing. A little bit warmer in Grand Rapids, low 50s also for International Falls. I was hoping here in the Twin Ports we'd crack 50, but I'm going to fess up, it didn't happen. Cooler by the lake has struck. But again, that's a sign of spring coming, so hopefully, eventually, we'll shake off the snow chances. Maybe not this week, though, because rain-snow mix on Wednesday could stick around for several days. At this stage of the game, doesn't look like that system will have any of the bite the weekend one did. Doppler map right now shows just a few thin clouds in the sky as that higher pressure cell takes over our region. Few tiny scattered showers coming in from lake influence, but they are the exception, not the norm. And again, the high pressure system will make sunshine the norm at least through tomorrow. But after Tuesday, Wednesday will be a day of change as low pressure gets closer to our area. There's that warm front that halo's indicating, bringing in warmer temperatures and the chance for a rain-snow mix. 50 to 80% for Wednesday and Thursday, and it may last even through the weekend. We'll show you the 7-day now then and tell you how long it could stick around. Forecast here tonight in Minnesota is giving us low temps that'll run from 18 in Ely to 26 degrees on Park Point. Partly cloudy sky up above. Folks in Wisconsin and the UP get that partly cloudy sky as well, with low temps there going 22 to 25. For tomorrow, Wisconsin and the UP basking under the glory of a partly cloudy sky. We'll get lakeside temperatures in the 40s and 50, doable again away from the lake. Minnesotans pretty much get the same deal. Right by the lake in Grand Marais may only be 38 degrees, but we could be 40 on Park Point, 41 over the hill into Proctor, and then farther inland, 48 to 52 from Hibbing towards places like Moose Lake. Now, eyeing up the extended forecast here, that low-pressure system does lurch its way into our region for Wednesday, Thursday, and perhaps Friday as well. That's the first of potentially two, so 50 to 80% chances for rain-snow mixes. A little bit of a reset on Saturday, then a second low could keep a mix coming through Sunday, Tony. But finally, by next Monday, I think, again, we'll pin our hopes on a Monday for our area here at the head of the lakes to finally crack 50 as well.
We just have to enjoy what's left of today, embrace tomorrow, and then get ready for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Shall embrace it with enthusiasm, Tony.
Yes, we will. Thanks, Dave. A juice bar in downtown Duluth is hoping to whip up more than just delicious drinks. They want to boost the immunity and mood of people working the front lines of the COVID-19 pandemic. CBS3's Leanne Valdez has the details.
The owners of the farm say it all started with a sip. And from there, it took off. Owners Giselle and Desiree Jenkins made a GoFundMe page to raise money to support the healthcare workers at Essentia St. Mary's and St. Luke's hospitals. The business plans to match 50% of every donation they get. As of Monday afternoon, they've raised about $350. They'll use that money to develop special juices with what they call an immunity shot on the side.
We have immunity shots, which has lemon, cayenne, ginger, and honey, and green apple. And then we also have our triple C juice that we'll be delivering.
Jenkins says not only are the fruits they use high in vitamin C, they don't add water, which they say can help your body absorb the liquid concentrate faster. The farm is set to deliver their first shots of immunity and juices tomorrow.
And coming up at 6, we'll hear more about their efforts and how you can donate.
Now it's our favorite time of the day where we get to talk about pets. As often as we can here on the CBS3 News Live at 5, we're going to feature at least one animal that's looking for a forever home in our region. Today we're going to the Northwoods Humane Society in Hayward, where Lady is available for adoption. This is Lady. She's an 8-year-old lab border collie mix. She is house trained, has all her shots, and she is spayed. She loves going for walks in the leaves or just lying by your side on a nice cushy bed. But she doesn't really like cats, and she has high standards when it comes to who she allows in her friend circle. If you want more information on Lady, call the number on your screen or visit the Northwoods Humane Society's website.
Still ahead, we take a look at how the coronavirus is impacting air travel out of Duluth.
Hi, I'm Stephen Ray. At Miners National Bank, we offer local originating, local processing, local closing, and local servicing. For your next mortgage, apply now. MinersMortgage.com. Miners National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's spring season, but at Oak Lake RV, it's ultralight camper season. Take time to escape to the outdoors today and browse our easy-to-pull campers. From Rockwood Geos to Coachman campers, we have a variety of campers in stock, including all sizes, with low payments starting under $150 a month. Celebrate ultralight camper season. Visit OaklakeRV.com for more details. Oak Lake RV in Moose Lake, family-owned and operated since 1930.
The balances on your credit cards are worse than your yoga poses. It's going to be a stretch to make those payments.
Call Consolidated Credit. They can lower your interest rates to get you out of debt fast without destroying your credit. The program works. Call Consolidated Credit. Call
1-800-322-8269. 1-800-322-8269.
Coming up Tuesday on CBS3 this morning, updates from the Northland and the nation on COVID-19.
And we're looking at another nice day on Tuesday, and then some unsettled weather is set to return. I'll have the details on that.
So make sure to wake up with us starting at 5 a.m.
Get your news on the go. The CBS3 mobile app.
Charge your phasers for Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Find heroes and icons only on My 9.
In your community, there are businesses ready to help you through this difficult time. From restaurant takeout, appliance repair, roofing, or AC services, BBB connects you with local, trustworthy companies ready to do business safely and ethically. Support your local economy. BBB, building trust in trying times.
To those who are on the road and keep our warehouses and stores stocked, those cooking the takeout orders and who help us in the store, those who keep things clean, and those who answer the call and keep us safe. We know these are trying times for everyone. So thank you. We're all in this together and appreciate your dedication.
The coronavirus story continues to change, both around the world and here at home. We know you have questions and concerns. At Live Local CBS3, our focus is to keep you informed and up to date on the evolving COVID-19 virus story. We'll continue to talk to healthcare professionals to get the information you need to know. Focused on bringing you facts, not fear. That's our promise. We're Live Local CBS3. Local for a reason. Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS3 Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
The coronavirus pandemic is causing a drastic drop in passenger numbers at Duluth International Airport. The airport had a very successful start to 2020 with 50% more passengers in February alone than in 2019. But now, due to COVID-19, staff estimate the airport will see a 75% drop in passengers this March compared to last year. How much that equates to in revenue is not yet known. Executive Director Tom Warner said over half of the flights are canceled on any given day.
The flights that do leave are roughly 15 to 20% full. They're normally 80 to 90% full, so it gives you a sense for how dramatic the loss of passengers has been in the last 2 weeks.
The airport has implemented measures to help slow the spread of germs, including increasing the amount of disinfectants used in public and workspaces.
A few travel notes to make. Bridge work means lane closures on a stretch of I-35 in Duluth this week. You can expect alternating closures in the north and southbound lanes near overpasses. Crews will be out from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. through Thursday. And a heads up, if your essential travel takes you along Highway 61, a section of that highway, southbound lanes between the French River and Silver Creek Tunnel will be closed temporarily. Crews will be repairing culverts from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. today through Friday.
Tonight on the CBS Evening News, a 1,000-bed Navy hospital ship docks in Manhattan as one doctor tells us he had to admit his own nurse into the ICU. The toll coronavirus is taking on our medical personnel. Plus, almost 3/4 of Americans are ordered to stay home. What that means for businesses hardest hit, retailers and restaurants. That's all coming up tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
Star Trek Enterprise.
Find heroes and icons only on My 9.
At Play It Again Sports, we have the largest selection of new and used hockey equipment in the area, along with a huge selection of hockey sticks, apparel, and cross-country skis.
Trade in, trade up, and save.
Mom, I'm here. Mom, where are you? Help. Mom?
Without emergency protection, you risk your life. But with Life Alert, one press of a button can get you help fast.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-458-9565. That's 1-800-458-9565. Call now, 1-800-458-9565. For a free brochure, call 1-800-458-9565.
Watch Anthony Matt weekdays at 6 and 10 p.m. on Live Local CBS3 Duluth.
Tonight on CBS, it's a house party like never before.
Happy Trash Day, Calvin.
Wow, white people celebrate anything.
First, it's 2 hours of back-to-back comedy.
Booyah!
With a neighborhood and Bob Hart's Abishola. Followed by Home Fest, James Corden's Late Late Show special.
Oh, I love that!
Later, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert returns all new.
We have to face this together by staying as far apart as possible.
You're invited to the Monday Night House Party, tonight at 8, 7 Central on CBS.
Vaping has been declared a national epidemic among youth. 1 in 3 high schoolers vape in northeastern Minnesota.
My child started having seizures from vaping. There's still so many unknown chemicals.
One vape cartridge has as much nicotine as at least 2 packs of cigarettes.
My child was hospitalized with severe lung injuries.
They said it was no big deal.
My child said it was no risk.
that it was under control.
That's what my child said. But what could I have said? Get the facts and talk to your child today.
Star Trek Enterprise.
Find heroes and icons only on My 9.
Let's take a look back at our top stories from 5. This afternoon, U.S. Senator Amy Klobuchar spoke with city and hospital leaders in Duluth to figure out how she can be of further assistance after the House passed a $2 trillion stimulus package passed by the U.S. Senate last Wednesday. Those involved with the county and local hospitals are saying the amount of personal protective gear is low. Things like masks, gloves, and ventilators are in dire need during this time.
Plus, a juice bar in Duluth is doing their part in efforts against COVID-19 virus. They're keeping healthcare workers in the fight by boosting their immunity with delicious, healthy drinks. The Juice Farm has already given away 2 growlers of immunity-boosting juice shots, and they're not done. Coming up tonight at 6, you can learn how you can help donate to the cause.
Also at 6, a new concept created by a Northland equipment designer is helping healthcare workers on the front line of the coronavirus outbreak. It's called an overmask. It's designed to be worn over regular N95 masks. Join us back here in a half hour to learn more about how it works. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next.
And we'll be right back here tonight at 6.